Hi, I'm Bruce Naylor, and welcome to this week's edition of the FrugalTech Show. I'm your host, Bruce Naylor, where we're talking small business technology, how to make money with technology, save money with technology, ways to grow your business and protect your business using technology. And every week, our show has a theme, and this week, we're talking about small business IT security. I'm in the security business. That's one of the things that I do here. And I've come across what I think are some interesting articles that I'd like to kind of share with you folks today. The first one is an article from Technocracy. It's written by Phil Elmore. And I think it's a very, very, very good article, especially for small business owners and small business IT professionals. Just kind of keep this in mind. And it's basically a story about a fellow by the name of Steven Barnes, and the reason why he went to jail. Now, Steven Barnes is a former IT manager for a California internet media company. Now, he just was sentenced to a year and a day and 3 years of probation, not to mention about $50,000 in restitution, because he broke into his former employer's network and created some real havoc for these people. Now, the name of the article is The Most Insidious IT Security Risk. And, this is something so amazingly simple, but yet it happens all the time. So it bears bringing this up. What Barnes did is he literally threw his career away and prospects probably for future employment, at least in the IT business, because when the company fired him, he went home and he tried his old user login, and lo and behold, it worked. And when he did that, he reset their Exchange server to become what's called an open relay. And what that does is it let third parties out there relay their spam messages through his former employer's email server. And boy, what a big mess that made out of everything for the employer. Now, Barnes was blaming everybody else but himself. He's blaming his prior employer, for example, because they should have had some kind of firewall, but he got in through the normal way. A firewall wouldn't have prevented that from happening. Okay? He claimed he was, suffering from various substance abuse problems and all that. But, here's the crux of the story. Basic IT security policy, right, concerning former employees should dictate that Steven Barnes was let go for cause, should not be allowed access to the network from the moment he was told he was fired. From that very moment, he should have had his user account disabled and passwords changed, all that sort of thing. Many times in the IT world, when you work for a company, small company, the minute you announce that you're going to leave, a lot of times you're just very politely said, thank you for the 2-week notice, but, because of company policy, we're going to go ahead and cut you a check. We're going to get you out of there, and we're going to cut off your access to the network, because really, that employee becomes a security risk to the company. Anyhow, the article goes on to say the real problem is not the technology that the employer used. Wasn't that at all. Wasn't the fact they had state-of-the-art security, they had firewalls, they had all this kind of stuff. The real culprit was the company simply trusted him too much. Now, that's the real story there, is that they trusted him. There is no panacea. There's no global solution that's going to make technology safer or more secure for the average network. There's really not. And so because they simply cannot eliminate one thing, and that's the human equation, that human element in the IT infrastructure. So when you're dealing with people, basically technology, is not going to always be the answer. So the watchwords used to be trust but verify, but now it's really, trust no one and remain vigilant. human nature is an IT security exploit, and it can never be otherwise. And I think that is some pretty sound advice.